Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another HungADC 4 replay. Spawn on top left side is the red English, we have HungADC. Spawn on bottom left side is the blue Ottomans, we have mYi ZertoN. Let's see now, this map does have some fish. The fish are spread out. Sometimes they're pretty tight, but this time they're a bit spread out. We got one village over here, and a scout here. Few villagers over here. The Ottoman player is going to go for barracks over here to provide some pressure with spearmen. English players eyeing go straight for the dock to get out some fishing ships. Because after all, the English needs fish for their fishing ships. Even though at this point in age, potatoes are not discovered because it's something in the New World. It's amazing how a New World vegetable, the potato, became a bit more of an icon for a large number of European foods, such as the potato and the Russians, potato and the Irish, and the potatoes for the fish and chips for the English. We got a pair of spearmen now advancing forward. Oh yeah, many people like to see this little screen up there so you can see the resources. You need about 5 villagers on wood to maintain fishing ship production. It's generally a good idea to go a little bit extra. We got one villager from gold, so he's eyeing for that tiny little bit of gold there for the age up. One is just plenty for the time being. And the English villagers, of course, have their archers or bows for the villagers, so he's able to defend his own walls. And oh, look at this! This entire region, there may or may not be a breach right there, so this may be no way to get around. So the English villagers could hold him off, at least not just repair up the walls as needed. Does go for an outpost here, but network of castles will provide some increased attack speed. Now I realize I'm going to try to go around, right? Well, let's see if he can go around, because I have a feeling he can't. And he can't. He simply cannot. So the English got a pretty good spawn right here. You have an Ottoman dock now pulled on the field. I have some fishing boats as well. The English plays eyeing for some shore fish rather than deep sea fish. Deep sea fish do collect faster. Maybe we're gonna finish that outpost. The outpost DPS would be much better than the arrows from the villagers. Got 5 spearmen here. It can always task one of the villagers here to repair up the walls, so the English dock is fine. Trying to push forward to get some torches. You also have a scout over here. Was out another lumber yard there. They cut down those stragglers. English players dying to age up relatively soon. Could deploy out the Palace of Kings over here for health regen, but even then, with 2 villagers production rate, that's probably not a good idea. A faster age would be better than a preferable location of a landmark. So probably can go for Council Hall or the Council Hall or the Palace of Kings, not Palace of Kings. That is not needed. The English player. Oh wait, there's a villager there. He brought over a villager here, and this now may be breachable. I don't see the shrubbery on the logo on the feet. Now that's reversible. Does go ahead and make his way through. Got council on the way, and he does go ahead and get that going. The villager could take time to chop down this tree right there, break through. I said, yeah, the villager is chopping through that tree, and that tree is now chopped. But he is going to lose a spearman, which may be enough to hold the line. When the English player advances to the next age, he needs to get out immediately an arrow ship, buy some shore bombardment to protect his own dock, and then harass the fishing ships over here. Got twin minaret mineries on the field. Council will be built up far before then. And he took too much damage from this outpost to torch it down. Going to start building up that wall segment. Very good. Doesn't take time to fully build it. Immediately I'm being tasked with the fish. He has a good number of villagers on sheep as well. Let's throw some more villagers on the wood. Now, I do have an arrow ship being employed on the field. He is mass producing, now really throwing a lot of villagers out in the twin minaries. He's eyeing to quickly get out A so he can test the waters. Got now the archer ship now deployed on the field. A second dock will be useful. He could get up with 6 fishing ships and have safe harbor for all of them. Villagers does see some arrow fire. Does avoid that shot there. See some hits there as well. Now starting to hit these fishing ships. Does get some good damage on this one. This one will go down. He's not does not task inside the dock in time. We have now spring gold ship being pulled on field. We've got a fire ship immediately over here. He believes his opponent's going for a spring gold ship. And he pulls out the counter to it immediately. There's a spring gold ship. There, fire ship needs to go on in. And does get some good damage there. And does take the spring gold ship immediately. Great gameplay by the English player. Spearman gains some hits on the longbows. And the longbows will be able to force back these spearmen. These may have been free spearmen from the Ottoman player. No, we do not. I forgot he is also Ottoman, so we don't see any military schools out though. Going from the military schools will provide him a nice little defensive force of whatever it's of choosing, really. You know how the docks are seeing a bit of damage. Going for archer ship and a spring gold ship. The spring gold ship will be out in 7 seconds. Archer ship will take a little bit longer. I got a large number of longbow being employed on field. Fire ship being employed on field. Spring gold ship will get overwhelmed once again. He does have another spring gold ship over here. Arrow ship will be out shortly. Arrow ship needs to hit that fire ship. Needs to man the sails and does connect. Trying to mass repair it up. Get some good repairs. That's a spring gold ship. The archer ship may go down. Spring gold ship is nice and good. And now the Ottoman ship will be fine. And that is an archer ship push way forward. We now got longbowmen hitting a house. How damning. Bit of home wreckers they are. Not really. Ottoman player doesn't have a whole lot of fishing ships on the field. The English doesn't really have a whole lot either. English has killed off 2 villagers, so the Ottoman is behind. We got Meters and Sipahi being deployed on out. I don't think we see any 50 stone, so he's not deployed out any sort of academy. Now we got the fishing ships, or that fire ship's connecting. Now the fishing ships are damaged. It does go and abandon into the harbor there to get repaired on up. At this point in time, he may need to just collect a stone and get some arrow slits, but even then, probably won't save him. We got another dock deployed by the English, very good.
Ja. Yes, sir.
İş bizi bekler.
This dock will go down. We got the fishing ships just trying to collect more fish before the dock goes down. Looks like the Ottoman's banning the water. Not looking good for the Ottoman player. Got multiple archers being put on the field. There's no blacksmith to improve their production speed at the moment. English player may want to go for siege engineers in order to get out some battering rams. He is going for outposts here for a network of castles. Pahi now eyeing for a bit of a flank. He's going to go ahead and make an opening there, but there's a good number of spearmen now here as well. So this is not going to go for good for the Sipahi. Now I got some villagers here as well as some spearmen. We'll go ahead and take down that longbowman. Spearman took a little bit of pounds to the arrows fired, but he wasn't garrisoned at the moment. Oh, and the Ottoman player's running out of sheep. He needs to get some of these berries cooking up. Got a spring gold ship here. Dock has been set ablaze. Trying to take out that fire. Oh, does take out that arrow ship, does take out the spring gold ship. The Ottoman player could actually reclaim the sea, but there's still a massive force over here. English player could have brought some man-at-arms to really aid in this conflict. These guys have activated fortitude. They will see bonus damage from extra damage from those spearmen. But of course, they do have increased attack speed. Oh wait, no, that arrow is not the fortitude icon. That is the meter movement speed formation icon. Looks like red is out of wood for repairing the spring gold. And looks like these fishing ships are doing the same as well. He's lost his dock, it has burnt down. And looks like the English player could take his time to re-secure up the sea with that dock now down. One supply does go down, and the Ottoman archer is starting to go down as well. It's not looking good for the Ottoman player. He now advance on forward. And over on the longbowman. Spearmen getting some fire there. Ottoman archers are hitting the spearmen, which is good. He needs to hit those first, so this he can then hit the longbowman. Does have the network of castles now activated. Now got more longbowmen spearmen being pulled on out. And he's losing some of these fishing ships a little bit negligently. We do have another spring gold ship here. Blue should be able to win out now, or red. And they can pull out some more fishing ships. I think that was a house that went down. The player right now has a little bit too much gold. He may want to stop collecting gold and eyeing for other resources. As he is now. Would it be useful for more fishing boats as well as potentially farms? And I would recommend not to exceed, put 3 fishing ships on each one of those deep sea fish, and you'll get a good bounty, sea bounty there. Now I got some man-at-arms been put on the field, which should be very effective. If they get +1 pierce armor, then those archers will do 1 damage each. Lose 9 for counterattack, since the red player has pushed pretty far forward. Man-at-arms in this situation will be good. Villagers can see a bit of fire there. So we've got a decent English force here. He is going for siege engineers. Now he can pull out some battering rams. He does have enough wood for a battering ram. Does not have a great spot to pull out battering ram. Got a good number of fishing boats here. And he is going for the gilded nets as well. Blue's also claimed with these forest puppers in the center of the map. Very good. These forest puppers could be claimed, but not Pumbaa. Pumbaa. Mona Pumbaa. Yeah. I don't know why I'm having trouble remembering his precise way how to pronounce his name. Now we do got a battery ram pulled on out, as well as a villager for some lumber. He only has to destroy 2 landmarks and then he wins, and they're both right next to each other. So you could take time to build some more battery rams. Maybe a group of 3 would be better, rather than just sending them at one at a time. Currently, he's right now not pulling out any additional battery rams. He's going for the stables. He may be not. He's just trying to do damage, not necessarily to win the game. If he kills off this army, he will win the game. He will eliminate the number of Sapahi he can pull out on the field, and Sapahi at this point in time are very important. Once he deals with the archers, Sapahi's only real units to deal with the longbow and the man-at-arms. These middle-aged man-at-arms are the hardest units to deal with. The archers need to focus down, of course, those spearmen. The Sapahi can engage the man-at-arms. It will go relatively equal, which also means the Sapahi will generally lose because they're much more expensive. 160 versus 120. When Minaret is seeing massive amounts of fire there, banners are cleaning the way forward. Taking out these 2 stables will make it so these man-at-arms are going to be immortal. When Minaret will go down shortly. Archers advancing forward, Sapahi as well. Twin Minaret is fine. There's still some berry bushes here from the fuse. You may want to go for the half armor to make his guys, his Sapahi a bit more effective versus the man-at-arms, because reducing their damage output by 20% could be very important. Council now seeing a bit of fire here. Villagers being brought on out, and the longbow will be ahead these villagers. Just hold back his battery rams there, and these villagers are going to go down. Does take out half of them there. More production on the high ground here. He can't deploy a landmark on high ground, does not have enough gold. Spy now trying to do some longbowmen. Batteries have a bit of trouble there. He should advance to the other side. Man-at-arms now taking out these bowmen. They do have plus 1 pierce armor. Does no additional damage to these archers. So they do 1 damage each for these man-at-arms, so pathetically low damage. 1 battery ram now remains. So that's attack speed enabled. Longbowman still here in good numbers. Battery ram doing some damage. He could fall back. He has enough wood to pull out more battery rams. Right now, the Townsend arrows will do 6 damage or 7 damage each. Still pretty bad damage. The only way you can really we're starting to repair up this town center. Ottoman player does have plenty of published spaces to work with. Ottoman player also has a small military force in the field. I think he's not enough room for 2 banners in this region. He is sent the other battery ram to the archer range. It's actually hit the archer range first. Longbowman and man-at-arms are pushed way forward. Man-at-arms this right now are just almost invulnerable. He does get plus 1 pierce damage, so it does do 2 damage per arrow against the man-at-arms, which is still not great. He does take all the spearmen there, so Sapahi can engage those man-at-arms a bit more reasonably. And now got 3 battery rams hitting this town center. And Blue does back of the game now. This is HungADC saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.